disculpas en el anterior directo que hice de Vampyr, el capítulo 14. Me esperaba un poquito más largo, pero hice lo que hice. No hice un directo de noche, pero llegué a hacer a lo largo de estos días, por las mañanas, fuera de cámara. Llegué a conseguir a comerme a toda la gente y tengo un nivel 50. Que hay gente que a lo mejor ha sacado un nivel 51, tal. Bueno, pero yo ya conseguí un nivel 50 para hacer la misión esta final de esta saga. Y claro, quería acabarlo pues a lo grande. Y lo hice. Pero claro, no sabía yo que esta tía cuando... Es por un nivel me gana. Es por un puto nivel que me gana. Pero bueno, estoy ahí, estuve haciendo cosas, estuve ahí luchando contra ella y tal. Y mira, por fin conseguí tener un punto ya de que solo con un disparo, un ataque, la puedo ganar. Pero estoy bastante nervioso, no os puedo decir que no. Porque a lo mejor la puedo liar. Voy a poner aquí en Twitter directo final de Vampyr. Espero. Ay, gente, estoy un poco bastante mal. Porque estoy un poco ya acatarrado. Espero. Pero no creo que sea de esta moda de coronavirus ni nada. Estoy bastante acatarrado. Hay un poco de tos y tal, así que pido disculpas si toso mucho, estoy muchos mocos en los directos y tal. Pero sí, bastante nervioso ahora a ver que si lo consigo o no. Es que es sorprendente, tío. El juego este de Vampyr es una pasada. Porque yo llego a un punto que dices, muy complicado tiene que estar para que yo haga... A ver si lo consigo. Es que ya veis, es que le queda muy poco. Yo estoy apuradísimo de... Lo que necesito es cambiar de arma. Opa. No te pongas nervioso, no te pongas nervioso. Porque esto se pone uno nervioso y la podemos liar. Ahora. ¡Vamos! Menos mal. No.
No one could ever defeat you, mother of us all, for you are our every root and leaf.
You've always been my most amusing son.
Then go back to sleep, my queen, and smile at us from your dreams.
Did they feel my wrath? Have they suffered enough?
More than ever, mother of us all.
Until the next time.
Until the next time.
Menos mal, ya era hora. Madre mía.
So it's over then, young Ekon. You have put an end to this terrible menace.
Old Bridget, what are you doing here?
This is my realm, Ekon. This is Suascal territory.
But they were all massacred by the monstrosity that Harriet became.
Others will come, engendered by deceitful vampires. I don't mean you, of course.
I thought you'd been slaughtered, with all the other Suascals.
I was up above, in search of help when Harriet suddenly turned into that thing. I have no idea what it was.
It's over. I have avenged my poor Mary.
Yes, you prevailed in the end. I hope you'll forgive me for the way I treated you when first you presented yourself at our gate.
No need to apologize, really.
Perhaps there will be no stories told or songs sung of what happened here today. But I'll know the truth. Jonathan Reed, newborn vampire, stepped forward and saved us all.
I'm honored to be part of this city's legend. Thank you, old Bridget. May I ask you just one question?
How could I refuse you anything now? I'll answer just as I answered Lady Ashbury. when we met a few nights ago.
Who are you? Really?
I was born with the name Bridget Eleanor Wellington. In 1738, my beloved and immortal husband decided to preserve my beauty and youth forever by making me drink his blood.
You were Lord Redgrave's wife. Then the pompous fool rejected you, did he not?
It was about 200 years ago. Peace found me in time.
Qué grande, tío.
And I sincerely hope it will find you too, now that all is over.
No, it's not over. I may have ended the vampire epidemic, but I still need answers from the woman I love.
I feared you would say that. Go then, young Ekon, and face your fate. Just remember that I'll always be here for you.
Qué grande final, tío, qué grande. Estoy muy contento que he podido sacarlo. Me ha costado, pero he sacado un buen final. No, tampoco merecía la pena la lucha contra la madre.
This catastrophe came about when an ancient malignant will crossed paths with mortal imprudence. For now, we are safe. For now. My craving for blood remains. Red like hate, red like hunger, red as life and death, passing from
Joder, cómo se está calando esto, tío.
from predator to victim, patiently biding its time to rise again. London has been cleansed for now, but there's a simmering hatred, fear, and old grudges. When will we succumb, mortals and immortals alike? The next disaster is only a matter of time. My only hope now is to catch the woman I love, to understand why she fled, and unmask the secret that has been lurking in her blood for so long.
Qué bonito. Caer Moren, ¿os imagináis? Por el castillo que se ve a lo lejos, Pero es una preciosidad.
Well, this is it. Lady Ashbur's domain. Why am I not surprised it's not on any maps? I'd better hurry.
Vamos para allá. Portador Sano. ¿Dónde tú quieres ahora?
Beautiful morn, my child. It looks like dawn is here at long last.
Can't you just leave me alone? Your precious queen has been sent back to the bottomless pit from whence she came. The nightmare is almost over.
I am here to say goodbye. The sun's warmth exhausts me. Soon I will rejoin my queen in her endless sleep. It is over. You did well.
¿Sobre líneas rojas o el desastre?
Why did Harriet Jones become a disaster?
You are the doctor. You hold the knowledge needed to answer such a question. Have you the answer?
I noticed that all the Icors were female, as if a male couldn't endure the metamorphosis. Harriet was also a bitter and resentful woman, as was her daughter.
If the Morrigan prefers despoiled women to become the vessels of her wrath, we should be thankful that but one disaster hath been cast upon this wobbling world.
Icors seem to carry various diseases. They did not merely turn people into skulls. Their presence alone spreads death.
Who knows whether the Red Queen awakens when cursed mortals endure such epidemics? or if the contagions emerge like a curse as she awakes.
So our beloved mother will just go back to sleep, now that enough people have suffered. Is that it?
No, Jonathan. The Morrigan has been appeased because you dared confront her. You have prevailed, my bittersweet champion.
And what are you to her? Her counterpart? Her opponent in some timeless game?
She is my mother. My dreadful and sour-tempered mother. She is yours too, in a way, but you are not born from her terrible womb like me. You are but a distant child.
What does she seek? Revenge? Retribution?
She seeks nothing, since she only dreams of it. In the ancient tongue, when I was young, her name meant ghostly queen. Pray she never fully awakens, for her wrath knows no bounds.
Madre mía. Pues si nos ha costado ahora, como se despierte de verdad, vamos.
This is not over. I am here to find the true origin of the blood of hate.
'Tis unwise to interfere with a tale rooted so deeply in the suffering of others.
What will become of the vampire hunters?
They will never stop searching for William Marshall, for he escaped their two great hunts. Remember that you too are now on their dark list.
Ya sabes.
What will happen to Ascalon? Will you let them run the country from the shadows?
I don't interfere with petty political intrigues. Ascalon was built upon the lie of a lineage. Such a deceit cannot last forever.
But Lord Redgrave definitely possessed Marshall's blood. Untainted blood from the greatest vampire knight.
Really? I wonder how he managed to acquire it. Perhaps I should retrieve this artifact before going back to sleep.
What will become of the Brotherhood?
The Brotherhood is as wise as it is ancient. You have nothing to fear from it.
I am not afraid.
Do you truly think they are merely scholars poring over dusty books? The stole of St. Paul wielded faith sufficient to cast a dragon into the abyss.
That is just a legend.
Am I not a legend? Are you not about to become one yourself?
No. I must know why Elizabeth fled here when I discovered she was the original healthy carrier.
No, she is not what you say she is. That is a secret you will discover soon enough.
And you? Why are you here? Which new thread of which old twisted plan are you seeking to pull now? Tell me the truth.
I am just here to salute my sons, and to bid them fare thee well.
Mis hijos.
Your sons? Plural? My God, will you ever stop speaking in riddles?
Perhaps I am too old for your spoken language. Perhaps you now have so many subtle words you no longer hear the simplest ones.
When he fought me, Geoffrey McCullum used a serum made of King Arthur's blood. Since then, I have discovered that it was vampire blood. Whose blood was it?
You just said it. It was the blood of a king. The blood of the champion I chose to save this land in its time of greatest peril.
King Arthur was also your progeny. Why am I not surprised?
Yes, he was. But he failed in the end. And for centuries the land suffered his defeat.
Tell me about William Marshall. Why is his blood so strong?
He is not stronger than you, only older. You are strong, Jonathan Reed. a champion of your time, chosen to defeat a threat spawned of this generation.
His blood was not tainted. The blood Lord Redgrave possessed. That which I used in the serum. But what if it had been?
Then you would have failed, I suppose. For the blood of hate would have corrupted you too.
Is he here? Is William Marshall here? Is that why you're here now too?
Have I not already answered that question?
Who are your sons? Why do you bid them farewell now?
You are my son, as is William Marshall.
This is madness. How many have you created?
Shakespeare, hostia.
Who else? Shakespeare? Isaac Newton? Alfred the Great? Francis Drake? Thomas More? Guy Fawkes?
My progeny is scarce, for I rarely feel the urge to protect this land anymore. But yes, one of those you named is your immortal brother. Maybe you shall meet one night.
Joder, este tío es la hostia, eh.
So that is all we are to you? Puppets you create to defeat some threat born from a dreaming devil?
No. You are my sons. I am proud of you. I mourn when you fail.
Speak clearly then, and answer my last question.
What is it?
Did I defeat the epidemic?
Now you've found the castle, Jonathan Reed. Only you can answer that. Farewell, my child. I shall dream about you.
Soñaré contigo. Madre mía, qué locura va a ser esto, tío.
I cannot enter. The castle walls look decrepit. Maybe I can find a way to sneak in.
Nacida Mary Robin. ¿Qué voy a apellidos para no decirlos? Charlotte Asbury. Charlotte. Que será la... Bueno, en teoría la negrita esta que salía... ¿Dónde estará cerrado?
It's locked. The lady... The manor isn't expecting visitors.
No entiendo por qué hace estas cosas.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but I think I smell Elizabeth's perfume. She must be here somewhere.
Querida Lady Asbury, gracias por la última carta de la buena y la buena. Buena nueva. Estoy impaciente por su llegada a Londres. El jardín está precioso con este cielo de verano, aunque soy consciente de que prefiere evitar el calor y la luz del sol a causa de su delicada salud. Puede venir cuando quiera. Discutiremos su maravillosa idea sobre la fundación de un orfanato para jovencitas, inspirado en la mansión rural de Saint Louis, de Francia. Es una vera lástima que cerrase cuando los franceses decidieron. Cielo santo, me cuesta horrores escribir esto. Decapitada a su rey. Estoy convencida de que a mis amigos de la ciudad les entusiasmará la idea de construir un lugar como el que describe, destinado a proporcionar una educación a jóvenes huérfanas con talento. Puede contar con mi ayuda y mi influencia para hacer que su proyecto sea un éxito. ¿Dónde estará esta mujer?
This castle is falling apart.
No.
Elizabeth's perfume. She was here, and recently.
Repito, Van Gogh. Siniestro,
This painting looks suspicious.
Un pasillo secreto. Pues como no sé por aquí. No tiene pinta. Bueno, aquí veníamos nosotros. Este que jaleo. Cartas elegantes recientes. Estimada Lady Asbury, gracias por sus cartas y sus fervientes discusiones sobre el folclore de los vampiros. Ahora está claro que compartimos la misma opinión sobre el enfoque moderno y científico en cuanto a la necesidad de sangre y la cura para la adicción. Debo confesar que admité su actitud caritativa cuando la conocí en el sanatorio no sé qué. Y me sigue impresionado su amabilidad al hablar con sus pacientes más humildes. Fue un magnífico leer sobre el puesto director en el hospital de Springboard, que lleva financiado desde su apertura. Ay. ¿Dónde está? Tras unos días de liberación me alegra comunicarle que acepto su oferta. Para mí será una ocasión para volver a la ajetreada vida londinense. Encantado de reunirme con usted y hablar sobre temas de inmortalidad, sus ventajas inconvenientes y cómo podríamos mejorar su situación. Estoy impaciente por nuestro encuentro. Un cordial saludo, doctor Edgar, no sé qué modo. Nuestro amigo querido, que nos matamos. Por falso. Ay, que me ahogo. Esto es un laberinto, Me encontré el pasillo secreto, tío. Por aquí no es. Poco. Pues qué guay, buscar el pasillo. Me debería subir escrito esta carta para confirmar que mis trabajadores acudieron a su castillo el próximo lunes para comenzar las obras de la cripta y su acceso. Han aprobado los pianos y yo personalmente me encargaré de supervisar la instalación de las cerraduras y las medidas de seguridad que ha solicitado. También puedo garantizar que mis trabajadores han recibido instrucciones de no entrar en la cripta ni subir al segundo piso del castillo en ningún momento. Debo añadir que es todo un orgullo poder continuar el trabajo que inició mi bisabuelo cuando comenzó a trabajar con su antepasado. Angus. Esto está acatarrado. Te cuesta más hablar. Esto lo vi. Que lo pintó Van Gogh. El piso de arriba, tío. También con tanto tomate, febrero, tomado. en Escocia. Es un placer comunicarle que su solicitud ha sido aprobada, informado que transportistas por motivos de seguridad deberán haber guardias en todo momento, protegiendo el FTR. Usted ya se ha encargado de contratar a esos hombres, que nos esperarán en Londres. También... Uy, en cierto sentido. Ah, mira.
A sword and a moon are the symbols I should look for.
La luna. ¿Qué acertijo va a ser este, tío? Una luna y un... ¿Qué es esto?
One last switch, and... Voila.
No me ha costado, Carajo.
Drop your swords, Father. You have nothing to be afraid of.
Shall we abandon this then? Shall we lower our heads?
No, never. You taught me that.
Blood is approaching. Old but young. How strange. Shall I drink it? Smite it?
No, Father. He is a friend. Please, rest. I'll take care of it.
Caution, Elizabeth. Deceit runs through these veins.
I know, Father. What took you so long, Jonathan?
Pues me estaba tratando a la madre. ¿Qué te crees?
Is this really him?
Yes. This is William Marshall, 1st Earl of Pembroke, servant of 5 mortal kings, former regent and savior of
¿Qué lo diría,
England,
Que fuera padre de esta
the
mujer.
greatest knight who ever lived, according to some.
And you called him father.
For he gave me eternal life, and much more.
I have so many questions, Elizabeth.
You always had questions, Dr. Reed.
Now that I stand before you both, in this vault, I know not where to begin.
We still have a few minutes left.
¿Minutos?
Why did you flee here?
When you told me I was the healthy carrier, I had nowhere else to go.
You mean you had to return to the real source of this scourge?
Yes, to end it, once and for all.
Where are we? What is this place?
This is the Ashbury estate. I inherited the title when I purchased the castle.
Is this your retreat? Something of a secret place?
It's more of a sanctuary, really. This is where I take care of my father, ever since he became unwell.
Are you not afraid someone might discover you here? It's not that hard to find.
Do not assume that I would hesitate to silence anyone who tried to reveal my secret. Fortunately, it has rarely come to that.
Will you go back to London?
No, Jonathan. I do not intend to.
But you had your whole life there.
Not anymore. Especially after my dear Charlotte was murdered.
Bueno, sí, la mataron.
I have destroyed the disaster, this creature that Harriet Jones had become. The epidemic is no more, and London will recover. In time.
No. London is doomed. The East End, Whitechapel, the West End. So many districts gone. And soon the whole country will follow.
This city has been rotten to the core for so long. If it wasn't this plague, it would have been wiped out by another catastrophe.
I cannot bear knowing I was the cause of all this. Through the use of my own blood.
No. This catastrophe was the result of unethical experimentation. And the will of a creature so inexplicably evil, she exceeds all the terrible wonders I have seen since my death.
But it was my blood all along. My corrupted blood of hate. The poisoned blood of my father. A healthy carrier. That's all I am.
Is he dangerous?
What do you think? He is a thirsty echo who has not fed in centuries. An elder vampire, driven by an urge to kill and spread the blood of hate.
No redemption, then.
And yet he thinks he has been offered immortality by the angels to protect the feeble and to smite the unholy.
Can he communicate?
Yes. Sometimes he even seems like the noble knight who saved and raised me. But you know, the malice never fully leaves his eyes.
Why are you hiding William Marshall here?
How could I not take care of him? He sacrificed himself by giving me the only dose of antidote he had.
He gave you the antidote?
Yes. And in doing so, he knew he'd have to be confined here. And yet he volunteered. That's how great a man William Marshall was. And still is.
What do you do for him?
I visit him as often as possible. I paint the landscapes he will never see again.
Pues eso pintaba.
I feed him with my blood.
You feed him? You barely sustain yourself on the weak blood of the dying, yet you give him your blood?
After he saved me from the blood rage, I swore I would never kill to feed. He said the same.
We could cure him.
It's too late. The blood of hate has run for too long. The antidote would not work on him. I tried. Believe me, I tried.
William Marshall infected you. He is the true, original carrier.
Yes. But he saved me by sacrificing himself.
Saved you? How?
The tears of angels. The cleansing of impure blood by an older, more powerful blood. It worked on me, did it not?
Yes. Blood is the definitive key to our species. Scars, cleansing, lineage. Do you really think it worked?
It has, Jonathan. I was nothing but a beast who took pleasure in slaughter. I roamed across Europe, reaping my bloody crop. It was the blood of hate. But my father's antidote cured me.
How did you meet William Marshall?
He was an Ekon for centuries when he found me. He saved me from certain death by making me his progeny.
Did you ever blame him?
Not even when he was infected and bit me. He is my father. He raised me. He taught me how to behave.
Why did he choose you?
You should ask him that.
What about us?
What do you mean?
You know my feelings towards you, Elizabeth. But you left without a word. So I'm worried about your feelings towards me.
I love you, Jonathan. I've loved you since the moment I saw you rescue poor Mr. Hampton in that filthy slaughterhouse. Forgetting the danger as you turned your back, like the newborn fool you were.
Qué bonito.
Who are you, really?
How could I answer that? I went through many lives and identities to reach this day. To you, I am Elizabeth Ashbury, and that's all I wish to be.
¿La agobiamos? ¿No la agobiamos? Tengo curiosidad por saber más de ella.
I need to know more. I want to know who you really are. Where you were born. Where you lived.
I was born Elizabeth Samantha Mary Englewood in 1551 in Hertfordshire.
El bonito más bonito,
My parents owned a pub in Hoddesdon. Are you satisfied?
Se ha enfadado.
You should have told me.
No, Jonathan. The William Marshall myth lies at the heart of so many hostile plans. I could not risk jeopardizing his safety.
So why did you come here? You knew I would follow you. I can't let you go.
Because I know now the blood of hate is still in my veins. No one but I can put an end to this tragedy.
I can help you. You can trust me, Elizabeth.
I know, Jonathan. You have been the most loyal ally these last few weeks. But this is my duty.
Would your protege agree to speak with me? I have so many questions for him.
Go on, Jonathan. But be careful.
Yes?
Sir William. My God. You really are William Marshall. You served Richard the Lionheart and his brother, King John. It is such a privilege to meet you.
I did in my day. Come closer if you want to speak. For my hearing isn't what it used to be.
I think your hearing is fine, sir.
What is it you want then?
I found and defeated the disaster that was threatening to smite London. You should know that the city is safe for now, Sir William.
Then may I call you brother? Did you resist its poison? Even a scratch from a beast so evil could endanger you and all those you care for.
How did you defeat it?
We fought for hours. In the end, I had to lock her in St. Paul's Cathedral and burn the building down. I wanted to be sure she was destroyed.
You also defeated one in 1666. Who was it?
She was a malicious witch who spread plague throughout the city with her army of rats. She had been hiding in a bakery in Pudding Lane for months when I finally found her.
I found your research on the antidote. The tears of the angels. What ingredients did you use?
Once I understood what the ingredients were, I used the tears of King Richard and the pure blood of the valiant Boadicea.
King Richard and Boadicea? How did you find such relics?
It took me many years to locate their hiding place. Then I had to learn the formula. If I recall, it belonged to an ancient brotherhood. The Order of St. Paul, I believe.
And did it work?
Yes. The tears cleansed my poor Elizabeth's blackened heart. It was such a blessing to see her smile again.
The blood of hate. How does it affect you? Do you feel it now?
The blood of hate? Yes. Nothing more than a sneeze, really. A sneeze held for so long, you could blow a fortress down if you released it.
Can we speak about the Morrigan?
The Red Queen. What of her?
You met her, did you not?
Just once. But she never ceased to sing to me. I love her song. It is a song of blood and war. I only wish she would sometimes let me rest.
Do you know who she is?
I don't want to discuss this in front of my sweet Elizabeth.
Why?
For a time, she too could hear the Red Song. The steps she danced to its melody brought pain upon the world.
I would like to ask you about vampires.
Vampires? What about them?
Considering your experience, please tell me what you know.
They are terrible creatures. I have seen and fought many in my time. Foul temptresses with sharp claws and shrieking beaks.
I have never seen such a creature. What are you talking about?
Of course you've never seen a creature like them. Vampires are deadly, swift and implacable.
Where did you encounter such creatures?
The last time I saw one was in a Celtic temple near
Oye,
Salisbury.
historia increíble, ¿eh? Esto es... ¡Buah!
God-forsaken place full of ghosts and pestilence.
Todo lo que te cuenta aquí William Marston es increíble, todo en general. Un final, madre mía, bonito, ¿eh? Se me está quedando la lágrima de no... del catarro de la historia.
Murder, your maker?
Only God is my maker, for he created everything on this earth. He blessed me with eternal life through his archangel, Michael.
But Murden, Michael, is a vampire. He made you a blood-sucking creature of the night.
Blood, yes. I used to drink it from the throats of the unworthy. Then I was punished for my deceit. During my penance, I rely entirely upon my sweet Elizabeth.
How did you meet Elizabeth?
Times were tough. I had awakened to protect the land from a new plague. I heard her sing for her dead family. Singing for her death to come. I chose to save her.
When was that?
It was so long ago. A few years after Elizabeth of England and Catherine of France established their alliance against Spain.
Claro, estamos hablando de unos siglos...
I raised her as my progeny.
En 1551 nació esta mujer.
I rebuilt her deceased parents' inn. Owned it as William Thorne for a time. Those were good years.
Did you really sacrifice yourself to save her?
That was the only righteous path. The blood of hate made me betray her. I am at peace here. I can think about what I've done and how I failed.
You agreed to be confined here.
Yes. Once I was sure she was cured, I asked to be locked down here. I deserve it. The world needs it.
Do you not want to be cured?
No. This hunger is mine. I would feel empty without it. It has been part of me for so long. All I want is quiet.
Es la canción que ponen al final, que espero que no me la toquen las narices con los derechos, pero la canción, los aspectos de la cámara, cómo cambia, cómo tal, habla, cuenta, impresiona, impresiona.
I do not wish to discuss it.
Please, Sir William. I need to know what the blood of hate is. How is it transmitted?
After defeating the disaster in St. Paul's Cathedral, I returned to my retreat, infected. This is where my sweet Elizabeth found me, for she heard my pain from across the sea.
What happened then?
The blood of hate had twisted me into a rage-filled man. I attacked my progeny and infected her too. Forgive me, Elizabeth. I failed you.
You bit her again? Is that how she was infected with the disaster's blood? I think I understand now.
Elizabeth fled, and I fell to my knees, begging for forgiveness. I swore I would find a way to make things right.
Where is this retreat you mentioned?
In London, under Temple Church, beneath my empty tomb. I always loved to sleep there while listening to the bell above.
Qué bonito.
We could set you free. Let you out. Isn't that what you want?
I pray for the day I'll see the sky again. I have all but forgotten its colors. I could walk and do so many things beneath the stars. But I doubt it will be wise to release me.
Then will you stay here and repent?
Elizabeth told me it will not be long now. I cannot wait to feel the sweet caress of her hand on my cheek after so long, as she releases me. Has the time come?
Yes, Father.
Why not unleash me then? To see the sky a final time.
You already are the sky, and all its stars.
I'm not defeated, for I welcome the sword you bear, for it is mine.
You were never defeated, my lord.
Madre mía.
Farewell, Father.
Pero si me está tocando la cabeza.
And
Tenía
to
que
you
probar
also, Jonathan.
What do you mean?
I can't stand what I've become. This healthy carrier, as you put it. The flames will purify the poison that runs in my veins.
No! I won't allow this to happen.
I am death, Jonathan. Wherever I go, I can't stand it.
¿En serio?
Who cares? We are vampires. We are death.
No, Jonathan. I won't bring another disaster into this world.
I can't lose you, Elizabeth. Even if it means putting the whole world at risk.
How can you say such an awful thing? Where is the Jonathan I once saved from a scowl in this abandoned factory?
I'm not that frightened man anymore. I've learned so much. Done so much.
I see. So there is nothing worth living for in this world.
Madre mía, ¿en serio? ¿En serio?
My love.
¿Qué tal? Se me cae el mando. Wow, pues me esperaba un amor con ella, Wow, qué final, qué final. Vaya final, chavales. Madre mía, me esperaba un final con ella, sinceramente.
One prayer for the summoned, called by this song. Child born from darkness, whose path he must find. Now the song is sung and your path chosen. England is safe, the price paid most dear. But what do you care? You are the one who keeps killing. You've chosen your path, my fallen champion, like others before you. Prey to lust and desire, slave to the everlasting thirst. My queen sleeps once again, and I'll soon join her slumber. Until alas she rises, woken by the hunger never fed.
Bueno, yo creo que ya se había acabado. No habrá más. Pero sí, final sorprendente, tío. Que no te lo esperas. Sí, bueno, créditos, está... Pues sí, se acabó. Se acabó la historia, gente, se acabó la historia de Vampyr. Y una saga muy entretenida y muy chula. Así que nada, me despido de aquí de Vampyr del directo. Ya sabéis, en mi canal aparece que yo lo voy comentando y tal. Y a la arriba a la derecha saldrán todos los capítulos. Y este es el final, ya, Portador Sano. Final muy entretenido, así que nada, comenzaremos con otra saga. Ya más adelante ya empezaré a subir. Hoy no, ya subo más de Vampyr, ya se acabó. Y mañana a lo mejor subo otro directo, pero ya diferente. Más o menos este estilo, es un pequeño spoiler que os puedo meter. Este estilo tipo Zero Hams empezaré a meter. Así que nada, gente, ha sido un placer, los que me habéis visto o no. Y si no, pues nada. Quería hacer una gran película como suelo hacerlas, pero me he dado cuenta de que las pocas visitas que he tenido y tal, pues mira, os lo dejo aquí. Pero si en verdad queréis una historia completa, me la descargo, la hago, pausa. Si no, déjate un like y que yo lo vea, y si merece la pena, pues mira, vale. Si no, pues nada, gente, un placer, un saludo, nos vemos en el siguiente directo. Ya sabéis, no os olvidéis de suscribiros, darle al like, que me apoyéis, me queráis, me améis, me odiéis, etcétera. Un fuerte saludo, gente, y adiós con Vampyr. Mañana más. Hasta luego, gente, hasta luego.